Stefon Diggs. As you guys know, last week Stefon Diggs did get traded to the Houston Texans for a 2nd and a 6th round pick. But some time has gone on, and the Houston Texans are like, whoa, what did we get ourselves into? So they took the final years of Stefon Diggs' contract, voided that out, and gave Stefon Diggs $22.25 million guaranteed dollar bills, y'all, this season, and will become a free agent in 2025. When I first heard this, when I first saw this, I'm like, what in the world are they doing? Why did they do that? But then it started to come to my mind. It started to clear focus. The autofocus was on. I turned that autofocus turned on manual focus, and I said, damn, the Houston Texans are fully all in on the 2024 NFL season. They are all in because when you think about this, if you make this a contract year for Stefon Diggs, he's got to ball out no matter what. You got to ball out on your contract year. There is no doubt that you cannot have a mediocre year or a subpar year. You have to be top notch to get those dollar bills, yo. So that was a great move by the Houston Texans. We have cap space. We have that money. Here's $22 million guaranteed this season. We don't want your 25, 26, 27-year contract. Get that crap out of here. You're old. Perform for us now. That is what that tells me. Also, it also tells me that the Houston Texans see their Super Bowl window is wide open right now. Their Super Bowl window is so open that they're like, damn, we got to do it right now. Because if you think about it, CJ Stroud, 4 years left on his rookie deal. This year and 3 years after that, they could potentially franchise tag him for 2 years. But the 5-year contract, 4-year contract, but with the 5th-year club option is happening with CJ Stroud right now. So right now, you can definitely understand that CJ Stroud is cheap. Come year 4, come year 5, come year 6. He's going to be an expensive man. Also with all the other young talent on that roster right now. Tank Dell, Will Anderson, right? They got to win right now. So, guys, when you hear the news that Stefon Diggs' contract has basically been voided, 25, 26, and 27, the final 3 years of his deal is wiped away. He's a free agent in 2025. He's getting paid $22.25 million this season. What do you guys think about that? Is that a good move by the Texans, or is it a bad move? Me, personally, I think it's a great move. I think they are on the right trajectory right now. Pretty soon, this is going to be like kind of a 1 season, two season stop destination for the Houston Texans, it seems like, right? You get your core in there, and you kind of just revolve the door. You get a big name, older receiver, use him and abuse him for 1.5 years, 2 years, ship him out of town, bring in the next one, ship him out of town, bring in the next one, ship him out of town. I think it's good. I think it is good. Let's see what the people are saying over here in the chat here. John Peoples in the chat. People to speak pigskin pundits. My man John is a pigskin pundit as well. And James Samerson says, prediction. Combs finally realized the Bears ain't going to get no better. We'll see. We can talk about the Bears tomorrow. Let me write that down. Bears talk. See if I can't get my man on the show. Timothy Nicholas in the chat. Good morning. He says, isn't there an eclipse in your mind every day, buddy? No. What? Are you saying my mind's blacked out and I don't think for 5 minutes a day? I don't know. Is that what you're trying to say? Jim Powell says, are the Cowboys looking hard at four picks for Dak to Vegas? Told you we could F it up in quicker than 2025. Let me do some research on that, Jim, and we'll talk about that tomorrow as well. Dak to the Raiders seems to make sense. And says Bills got the short end of the stick. No Diddy. Listen, did the Bills really get the short end of the stick though? Because if you think about it, let's look at what week did the Ken Dorsey get fired for the Buffalo Bills? It was like week 10, week 11, may have been week 12. I don't know. But basically, once Ken Dorsey was fired and Joe Brady came in as an offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, Stefon Diggs was not really incorporated into the offensive system, right? Stefon Diggs was just kind of just there, seen kind of as like a decoy, right? Because you had old James Cook balling out. You had number 10, is that Shakir? He was balling out, right? Josh Allen was flinging the ball all over town. Granted, now most of the receivers are gone, but Stefon Diggs was just a casualty. Was just, hey, we're paying you a lot of money. We're not really using you, so get out of town. So did they really get the short end of the stick? I mean, they got a 2nd-round pick and a 6th-round pick for him. For what? He's 31, 32 years old. I was called out in the comments for not getting Jared Goff's age last week, right? So I'm trying to range it so you guys can't dog me too much. But I think the Bills possibly could have won the deal, right? I mean, if you think about it, think about this